Since the first week of the stay-home orders last year, domestic violence advocates have said staying home isn't safe for everyone. For many survivors of domestic abuse, home has become even more unsafe under all the stress and trauma and uncertainty of this past year.
Perpetrators of intimate partner violence manipulate what is available to them in order to establish power and control over their victims, the survivors. And this year has provided a whole new structure of isolation.
Victims are away from support systems and often home all day with their abuser, who's working remote or not working at all.
And things like financial isolation and social isolation are tools that abusers use to gain more power and control over their partners.
Call to Safety's 24-hour hotline saw an initial spike last March, then some fluctuation, with calls staying high. Other crisis lines and organizations are also seeing a greater need for services.
What people were calling for was different. So questions about rental assistance, financial assistance.
There's a lot of safety planning. There's also fewer resources. Some shelters have had to reduce their capacity.
Organizations providing shelter and services say fewer people are leaving abusive situations.
Not only are people afraid to go be with friends and family because they don't want to bring COVID to them or get COVID from them, but then also there's all this other instability around, eviction moratoriums, people not being able to work or pay rent.
Those who are leaving for shelters are single rather than parents with kids. They don't feel as safe staying in shelters with the virus still spreading.
Do I go to a congregate shelter and put my family potentially at risk for COVID? Or do I stay with this very dangerous situation, but that I know how to navigate? It's two pandemics.
In many cases, survivors can't call in the first place, with their abuser watching their every move under one roof all day.
And there's less opportunity to ask for help.
When the world feels out of control, these people are doubling down in the home life. And so survivors, I think, are having even more trouble accessing services.
But as the world opens up more in the coming months, advocates think more survivors will reach out for help, and they're preparing for it.
We're expecting a big rush of families who are finally able to take those steps and get safe.
Morgan Romero, KGW News.